Welcome back to Heavy Rain. So now we're doing the DLC chapter.
Well, I never thought we'd be back here again.
Well, the thing, and by the way,
game I can actually sort of enjoy aside from Omnicron.
I'll start out by putting on a quick warning for people who might still have yet to purchase this game. If you have a PS3, get that version because this DLC was not released with the remastered version. So if you want if you want this DLC chapter for all full content, get the PS3 version.
Wow, I mean, really? They didn't think to, include the DLC in a re-release? The sort of thing that you usually do in the base game.
But don't you see, Joba? I actually really hate these compilation remasters, so I decided to say fuck you and not include DLC. Because this is to prove that the original version is always the better one.
But you included it for Beyond.
Well, that is because Beyond is one of my more regrettable shows with emotion. This is my magnum opus. I cast actors who have absolute
wait. But David, judging from your interviews, I'd say you're more proud of Beyond than Heavy Rain.
Well, because I'm very fucking inconsistent, okay? Now shut up and enjoy the emotions.
Actually, Pedro, if anything, he's more proud of Heavy Rain these days because Heavy Rain's the one game of his that actually has pretty much gotten consistently good reception.
Sorry,
and that's excluding the people who look at it in the past.
Sorry, what was that? I cannot hear you. I'm using my BAFTA.
Alright, anyway, this DLC takes place before the main campaign even starts. Basically, Madison is trying to find who the origami killer is so she can have the story of her lifetime. So basically, her editor just got a clue and she's following that lead.
So what's the point of playing this DLC after the game? I mean, isn't it better playing it before the game?
Not really, trust me. The plot doesn't connect to the main campaign at all. It's just its own self-contained little thing.
So is it a wild goose chase, or is she just
Of course it's a wild goose chase. Well, of course it's a wild goose chase. We already know. Well,
I know that. What I'm asking is was it just simply a wild goose chase, or is it something that veers off into its own new plot? Strictly with Madison?
No. This is entirely put in here just for the lulz. There's literally nothing here. She's literally just investigating this house, and later on something will happen. But aside from that, no, there's really no plot reason for this thing to exist aside from some little thingy for the... Originally, okay, allow me to explain the backstory of this DLC. Okay, so as you might have seen right there in the title screen, it was saying Heavy Rain Chronicles. Basically, the original plan was to release various short DLC chapters for different characters. And they released this one called The Taxidermist. Because the guy we're investigating here is a taxidermist. Eventually, we were originally going to have a chapter for Scott Shelby. We would play as Scott Shelby, basically, there was going to be various DLC chapters. But eventually, they cancelled the remaining chapters they had in the making because they wanted to fully focus on Beyond Two Souls.
So why start an anthology if you're only going to have it at one?
Because... I don't know.
That's kind of poor work ethic.
But don't you see, guys? I managed to trick you into thinking that I'm going to be falling into the trap of releasing constant DLC for a game. But I managed to avert that because I am genius.
Not for nothing,
really, Mr. Cage.
Not for nothing, but I got dibs on the David Cage bad impersonation. So.
No, I'm not David Cage.
Oh no, then who are you then?
I am David Cage.
Okay. So you've got David Cage and Dwibs has got David Cage.
Hello. Yes.
So apparently nobody's home. Anyway, my theory...
And yet I sound more like Shoto Gopi than I do David Cage.
So yeah, my theory for this DLC not being in the PS4 remaster is that maybe they figured, you know what, this thing is incomplete and it doesn't really go anywhere, so might as well just forget about it.
I guess that makes sense.
This doesn't.
Although it still makes it stupid in hindsight.
What I think they could have done is not include it in the actual main release, but include it as a piece of free DLC. Free DLC. I underline the word free. If they if they charged for it, yes, that would be mad at that because there would be no reason for them to. But if it was a special free little thing for the fans of the PS3 version that wanted to keep this thing. Then fine, but the PS4 people who don't really give a shit, they could just have the main campaign without this thing here.
Part of me feels like this could have been in the main game anyway. Now, I mean, since it's literally just Madison.
Honestly, Joe, if this was in the main game, it would just be a pointless chapter that goes nowhere.
Have I told you guys?
Is that
about,
what the majority of Heavy Range chapters were, though?
Well, yeah, sure, but like this one is even more disconnected from the plot than some of the others.
Speaking of the PS4 release, have the guys told you that the Heavy Rain and Beyond Two Souls got packaged in one box here in the UK?
They did,
yeah.
Really?
They did. I've actually seen it on stores.
Yep, yeah, it was here. Go check your local game if you can.
Yeah, basically.
I'm not gonna go out of my way to look for that.
I don't blame you. I do not blame you. The only real game worth there, in my opinion, is Heavy Rain.
Well, you can
And
buy.
again,
Well,
that's only because
can,
out of sheer stupidity.
well, you can buy Heavy Rain, just Heavy Rain through the PlayStation Store. Yeah, what Whip said. Anyway.
Ladies and gentlemen, Dwipsy is tired and needs a lullaby. Okay, not really. I am tired though.
Okay, so basically we have to figure out a way to break in. Our heroine, ladies and gentlemen.
Climb in through the chimney and pretend you're Santa Claus.
You know, girlie, this is a bad idea for several reasons. One, you are breaking and entering. That immediately leaves you liable to get arrested. Two, if this guy really is the origami killer you're looking for, you do realize you'll be the only one in that house with him, with every other door being locked. Three, with you being on this property...
Every fucking step. Jesus Christ.
Hey, Java, I love how you said at the exact same time the barrel toppled over.
It's like the wine bottle all over again. Like seriously, like it's one thing to have one step to do this. It's another one to have like 5.
Mm-hmm.
See, I even have to. See. Look at this. I have to literally push my controller up 4 times to open this window. Jeez.
There's a right way to do this sort of realism, but
this
David Cage doesn't get it.
You see, guys, this part is 39 minutes, as you see. I'm pretty sure 10 of those minutes is just awkward puzzles because of long QTEs.
Look, take a few photos and get out of here fast.
You're taking photos of a guy's room without his permission.
Okay, here's one thing. A little tip: don't leave anything out of the place where it was where you find it. Basically, if you open any door, be sure to close it right after, because eventually, when the taxidermist does come back, and if he finds even one thing out of place, he will immediately assume there's somebody in his home, and he will start searching for you.
Oh.
Is he an insane guy, or is he just a guy who's gonna call the police?
I'll let you be the judge of it when we get to his bedroom, Jova.
Oh boy, are they gonna pull what I think?
Let me guess.
A Norman Bates.
And I've got a theory.
Go ahead, Whips.
The taxidermist was inspired by that guy off 50 Shades of Grey.
No, Dibs, you wish. It's actually.
Let me guess. Is it Norman Bates-esque?
You're in the right track.
He's going to get an axe and cut the door.
Let's just say he has quite the toys up there in his bedroom.
And this whole DLC is...
Are those toys kinky?
Depends on your point of view.
Point of view?
You'll see.
What, does he like to pleasure himself with swords?
No, that's not... Okay, whatever. Just wait a bit, we'll get to that.
Yeah, let's end this conversation now before I,
So yeah, basically there's nothing in the drawers, just so don't bother. All of those prompts to open doors and drawers, they're all a complete waste of your time.
So yes, ladies and gentlemen, whenever I'm a bit tired after a long commentary session, I end up
and now Roger Christian. And now Roger, what's the name of that guy who directed Battlefield Earth again? I keep forgetting his name.
Roger Christian.
Roger Christian took over during the moment she was climbing the stairs.
Oh, great! Where's John Travolta then?
A basketball. Okay, nothing here.
For you were still learning how to spell your name. I was being trained to make movies.
So let's put it back in its
And
place.
here you are making games.
How the hell was that allowed?
With endless options for renewal, with endless options for renewal, with endless options for renewal.
Well, Shiro, the theory is that he funded Quantic Dream based on his parents' money because he was a rich kid.
Well spent, I
He's
guess.
he's literally a rich kid living his quote-unquote dream through his parents'
So
money.
he's basically one of those. He's basically one of those women who spend so much money on everything else that they have nothing else to spend money on, so they buy a TV show.
And according to one of his interviews, he originally started off in a class of music composing.
Did he actually do any tracks?
I don't know.
I don't know. Anyway, let's explore. If the controls stop being fucking shit.
That's actually an interesting thought.
What?
I swear
If he actually did do anything with the music on yet.
Alright, Dave, you're about to get the answer to your question.
Okay.
Here we go.
And it's...
Yes! It is Norman Bates! I knew it!
It's statue making.
Basically, Shiro, our taxidermist buddy likes to keep live toys, if you get my drift.
Live. Anything but live, my friend.
So he kills women and stuffs them.
Exactly.
Just like Norman Bates it is. Well, okay, to be fair, his mother wasn't stuffed. She was a skeleton by the time they found her.
Oh, really? Send that to me, Shiro, so I can see it.
Yeah, me too.
And of course she's taking pictures still.
Basically, well, Joe, but this is as blatant evidence to his crime as you can get.
True. Sadly, he's not the origami killer.
No, he's the taxidermy killer.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, check this out. This is his latest victim right there in the bathtub.
They couldn't be ripping off Psycho even more.
Yep. This is how David Cage is. He cannot actually come up with an actual original concept, so he has to rip off much better people.
So is Neil Blomkamp.
Yeah.
Actually, Dwibs, even Neil Blomkamp at this point is a bit more original than David Cage. I give him the credit. For as bad as Chappie was, it was sadly kind of original.
It wasn't actually about the demo itself, because I still haven't played it. It was me talking about my reservations about RPGs.
And of course he arrives. So yeah, that's basically the main. So this is basically the core part of the DLC. Trying our best to somehow not get killed by this guy.
It's gonna take us that long?
Actually, Joe, it's because there are different outcomes to how this can end, and I'm gonna show all of them.
Oh, okay then. Fair enough.
Okay, so basically, yeah, I have to...
Alison Rosenfeld, she's a Yokai Watch VA.
But she's also a Pokemon VA.
Oh,
is
really?
she?
Nice.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Who is she in Yokai Watch?
Hold on, let me check.
Or am I getting it confused with another Alison?
Actually, yeah, you're confused.
Oh, yeah.
You're thinking of Alison Packard, the voice actress for Jibanyam.
Yeah, I think she voiced Nurse Joy at some point.
Yeah, she did.
So, let's see, what was I going to ask?
Yeah, because not like anything interesting is happening here anyway.
I was just basically talking about how I'm worried I'll dislike the game because of the whole RPG thingy.
Oh, she voices Bonnie at the... She voices Bonnie.
Well, remember, Shiro is not really into RPGs, so...
No, it depends it depends how much I'm allowed to do, and I know that the Yokai Watch battle system is automated to an extent.
Yeah.
Basically, she voices Bonnie in the X and Y show.
Mm-hmm.
Oh shoot, he heard you.
Yep. Basically, the way it's...
Sorry, I clicked off the video by mistake.
Whatever, just give us... just go to 15 minutes and something. Anyway, yeah. Basically, the way it happens was... The floor, like she said, the floorboards creak. So if I make any noise, he will be alerted to my presence. So I have to hide.
1504.
And make sure. Okay, 1504. And I have to stay hidden and make sure he doesn't find me.
Mm-hmm.
Why is that? Why?
All right, Tibbs, get ready in 4, 3, 2, 1, click.
Why are Google Chrome tabs so easy to close?
Right now.
That's Google Chrome you're using.
What I say?
Hey, this reminds me of 10 Cloverfield Lane with John Goodman.
So, Pedro, is there ever a way that you can sneak out without him noticing the floorboards?
Yes, there is, and I will be showing.
Oh, cool.
And I will be showing that off.
Nice. I guess it's a neat thing how you can see in one panel how he's, there.
Oh, and also she was in Yu-Gi-Oh! Zexal 2 and Arc V.
That's not really something I would put on my resume.
Well, Pedro. Arc V's good.
I'm talking about Zexal.
As long as the voice acting, well, okay, which character did she play on it?
Okay, let me check.
Sorry, Java. You know how you experienced firsthand.
I know how you are, Pedro. I know
voices
how you are,
in
Pedro.
Zexal. She voices Rio/Marin and Iris.
Okay.
Like I said, Jova.
In that case,
episode
hold on, Pedro. Let me finish. So basically, in that case, yeah, that would be good to put on a resume, since her voice acting for those characters are actually good.
By the way, sure.
You were saying, Pedro?
By the way, sure. Send privately your Twitter to me, so your actual main Twitter, so I can see the beginning of that conversation because I can find it. Anyway, what I was saying was, like I said, Jova, episode 2 of Yu-Gi-Oh! Zexal. Yeah. So basically, I changed spots so he wouldn't find me. Anyway, like I said, Joe, episode 2 of Yu-Gi-Oh! Zexal made me seriously reconsider my Revenge of the Fallen for the top worst thing I've ever seen. It didn't quite get there, but it was the closest thing. It's the closest I've ever come from dethroning Revenge of the Fallen.
Hey, Shira, is this Allison? Is this Alice?
Huh?
Is that Alice that you're speaking to on that tweet?
No. That's a
Oh no,
Pokemon.
that's a Pokemon VA.
Oh.
Pay attention to what we say, Joe.
Jova, where have you been this entire conversation?
Remember, I was bird at some point.
No.
I don't remember that, but anyway. Okay, so basically
It
he
wasn't
found
a
me.
conversation.
Basically,
Oh,
Favorite,
you guys
favorite
forgot.
is one of my tweets.
so yeah, basically he found me, but I managed to run away. So let's see how. So let's see the outcome of it.
It was just a favorite.
Oh, and by the
so it
way,
wasn't a
I
conversation.
forgot to say this. God, what was this? Oh yeah. Basically, here's the thing. The taxidermist is actually played by the actor who played Scott Shelby, voice and all.
Huh.
So it kind of comes across as a bit lazy because he doesn't even try to change his voice. He literally sounds like Scott Shelby. So,
And he's animated a bit similarly to the guy.
well, not animated. Remember, this is
Motion capture.
No, animated, as in, motion capture was. Oh, and he shot himself.
The end of a nightmare. Our reporter Madison Page's fieldless investigation revealed the identity of the dangerous serial killer who stuffed his victims after killing them. Leland White was found dead in his circumstances that the police are currently investigating. Really? You couldn't quite tell that he committed suicide? We didn't even see it, and we could even tell. So yeah, you've seen one of the possible.
At work, Jova.
You've seen one of the possible scenarios for this scene, but it could have worked out in several different ways. In this one, you got the end of Nightmare, but we can also get 4 different ones, where is Madison Page, in the middle of the horror, the end of Anguish, or Sacrifice in the Name of Truth. So, we can reload one of our...
We're gonna get all the rest of them.
Yeah, so we're gonna reload our save file and try to reach a different conclusion.
Nice. 4 more to go.
Okay.
Well, like I said, Heavy Rain is definitely the game with the most sense of choice when it comes to David Cage.
And now, close up.
Seriously, it looks like you just stuck her head on one of them sticks and made shuffling it around.
Don't I look so comforting up close like this?
Poke you in the eyes if you come really closer.
But
Closer.
Poke.
Shoot!
So
She's a
basically,
computer animation.
So basically, Shiroi, what you were
protection.
saying. So basically, Shiroi, you were saying something about Yokai Watch getting Yokai Watch demo, and then she replied to you.
I favorited one of them.
Ah, okay.
That's the equivalent to a like or a thumbs up.
No, I know. What I mean is that, like, it says right here in the tweet, not to mention the fact that I love the anime. So, like, not to mention. So I'm guessing this tweet is a sequel to a previous tweet of what you were saying.
Yes,
right?
it is. I'm getting them now.
Okay.
Oh, good old Twitter and the way its messaging system works.
Yeah, it's basic. Twitter is basically like old texting.
Yeah, pretty much. All right, so this time, let's see what outcome we can get.
These floorboards are gonna get me killed.
So yeah, try to pull in our own Metal Gear Solid, and try not to get caught. However, I will get caught, so...
Oh.
Stop that.
We seem to have a visitor.
I'll try to do the Mission Impossible theme.
Come sniffing round my little secrets.
Ha!
Don't ask any questions.
So this time we actually called the police, or rather asked him to call the police.
Please, just do what I say.
Yeah, do what he says.
Do
If
what
any luck,
I
the police
say.
will hopefully come here sooner or later.
Let's play hot and cold. Am I hot? Or...
And this time I let him kill him.
Oh! I see. So we're gonna get the other one where you dodge, I guess.
Nope. We're gonna get the bad. We'll get the bad ending this time. Really, Shiro? You
Then later on.
I didn't know. Oh, come on. Oh, Shiro, I didn't know you cared for Madison.
Well, Madison.
No, I
is
don't.
one of
I'm
the
just.
characters
That's a sarcastic. Oh.
Yeah. And besides, I mean, of course you're gonna let him kill him. I was just wondering if in a later ending you're gonna show what happens when you actually do the QTs, where you know you have to dodge his knife. So yes, Madison died to get him caught.
What happened here?
Yeah.
So yes, time is now screwed up when it comes to the original plot.
Sacrificed in the name of truth.
The police have found fearless journalist Madison Page dead in the home of a serial killer. She was about to reveal the truth concerning the mysterious disappearances of several women when she herself was savagely murdered. The police have arrested the psychopath responsible for her murder by Sam Harrison.
You see, guys, she sacrificed herself for the truth.
Whoop.
Edgeworth did it better.
So we got sacrificed in the name of the truth. But anyway, Shiroi, to reply to you. Well, honestly, Shiroi, Level 5 intentionally designed the battle system of Yokai Watch to be very simple for kids to get into. So I think even you will be able to get used to it fine.
Okay.
I'm not. Trust me, it's not a matter of it being complicated. If that's what you're worried about.
No, it's not at all. Like the battle system was intentionally designed to be really simple to play.
No, for me, it's like the feeling of not actually doing much.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Especially when you get to the later bosses, especially when you get
It's mainly the bosses, mainly. Okay. Let me put it like this. You may not feel like you're doing much during the actual, gold standard battles, but when it comes to boss battles, that's when there is skill involved.
Sure.
Little doll. You're gonna be all mine.
And again, like I said, the game was designed primarily with kids in mind. So Level 5 they wanted a battle system that would be very easy to get into for kids who mostly want to go there just so they can watch the pretty looking creatures and shit like that.
As you said.
Yeah.
That's what made the game such a huge hit among kids anyway. So it makes sense.
Oh, he's evil.
He's evil. He's like, well, Dwebs, you gotta give it. Well, I'll this one. And he looks back at Tom.
Hey, good looking. Jazz hands.
Guess who's becoming our new doll?
Well, you know what they say. Just put on a smile.
So yeah.
Where is Madison Page? We have no news for several days from a journalist who was investigating the origami killer. The police are questioning the taxidermist. She was thought would wanted to question.
Basically, when you die, depending on whether or not you call the police, the ending will be different. This time.
Ooh, John Smith to the whole thing.
What?
Regardless of how well it's done, that's actually quite interesting.
Yeah, it is.
Hey, Pedro, is it just me? Or have you noticed that on the top left, where it says American to the movies, the guy shooting there looks a lot like Naked Snake?
I didn't notice that, sorry.
We'll see it again when we get to the
I
news,
like that even though you're dead, that's not the end of it.
Alright, now we're back here.
Bring it on!
This time I'm actually going to fight him to death.
Oh.
So this time I'll actually do the QTEs properly. Mash the circle button to win.
Are you still gonna die, or are you gonna
No. We're done with the deaths.
Oh, okay.
QTEs even for going down the stairs. Actually, why should she stop running? I mean, it's just a matter of getting up of the... Oh, right, the wolf thing.
I'm the big bad
Okay, David, this is not scary at all. Okay? This is goofy. This is just goofy.
This is amazing.
I mean, it's like I had tension, but then he goes, "Oh, the big bad wolf!"
Otherwise,
Any tension that could have possibly had has now been completely destroyed.
It's officially gone.
Pretty much.
This guy should have been in Indigo Prophecy.
Now, why would you go? All right, that's right, garage.
It's interesting you say that, Shira, because like I said various times, I'm still waiting for my Indigo Prophecy successor, because that is still, to this day, my favorite David Cage game.
Whoa.
I want the Troy. I'm not even kidding. I want the Troy to go full ape shit, like Indigo Prophecy style. I will love it.
Are we gonna slice and dice?
Yes, we are.
Oh my
As for Shira, it's gonna be even more painful than that.
He's actually trying to.
Oh, Jesus! See, Shiroi.
Just had a heart attack.
You see, Shiroi. For us men, it's painful to just watch.
Jesus Christ.
Am I
still here?
Yeah. The mere image of it is enough for us to go. Ugh.
Yeah. Every
So
time
how come you cut off right after that and didn't show the ending?
Every time.
And he just goes back to watching TV.
I didn't. No, actually, sure. I just jump cut into the next scenario. The reason I didn't jump is because the reason I didn't jump is because we're going to get the same headline. Yeah. Okay, actually, never mind. We're going to get the same
outcome.
Yeah, we're going to get the same headline. I just wanted to show that particular death of his where we kill him by using the chainsaw.
Oh, you're gonna drop all the ways we can kill him.
No, I'm not gonna show that. I just wanted to show off that one particular death because that's the best one.
Oh, I get that, but wait, so you're gonna show two ways?
No, I only showed that death because I wanted to, not because I had a natural reason to.
Okay.
Well, it made Shiroi amused, so...
Do you have to hold down that to stay under the bed?
Yes, I do. And yes, it's as annoying as you're thinking right now. This is the big problem, because I'm holding this for so long, it gets to a point where when I start to get cramps in my hands. This isn't immersive, this is just... Ugh.
Yeah, that's right, but the whole analog stick thing will also...
I'm holding... Okay, basically, Shiroi, right now, in order to stay under the bed, I have to hold both X, square, and R2.
I know a shortcut, Pedro.
What?
But that sounds very awkward.
And it is. Go ahead.
Get some clothing pegs and put them on the butts.
Oh, pissing scene. That'll be wonderful.
You just have
basically, if I remember correctly, this is the scenario where I actually managed to sneak out of the house without him noticing me.
So this gets the same headline as, say, the one where you kill the guy?
No. This is one where I actually managed to run away without him noticing me, and therefore he actually gets arrested instead of killing himself.
So then which ending is, like, with the same headline as you killing the guy?
No, Jova. That was just me mistaking things. Again, the chainsaw thing didn't have any particular outcome. It was just something that I showed just
You've
for the
had to hold
lols.
these buttons for a really long time.
Yes, I do, Shiro. And yes, it says
This
awkward.
is like I thought Phase 2 of Blaze's fight in Sonic Rush was uncomfortable.
I guess they're trying to simulate you having to hold your position.
So yeah, basically at any point I can let go of the buttons and get out from under the bed and try to sneak my way past and away from here without being noticed, Metal Gear style. However, I'm waiting for him to actually go to the other way of the hallway, which will make it easier. Trust me, Dwibs.
How do you know
trust
for
me,
sure anyway? Does the game actually give you a cue?
The only reason you're falling asleep is because you're just watching. Because if you were playing this, you would be annoyed as hell because of the cramps your fingers would be getting.
Just put something really heavy on all three of those buttons and go and make a cup of tea.
Yeah, so I said.
So, are there any visual cues that let you know when you can actually let go of the buttons? You know, like
like sellotape the buttons
I can
down
let go of the
or
buttons
something.
at any time, Jova.
I know. I already heard you say that. When Madison's like, is there any visual prompt that you know when you can let the buttons go so that you don't get caught? You know.
No, there isn't. I have to guess.
Well, I guess just looking at the video on the left here is enough.
I have to guess, Jova. Like, for example, I could try skipping right now, Jova, but I'm not entirely sure if he'll...
Oh, I know. You already said that. No. What I'm asking is, like, well, I mean, is there any visual cue that makes it clear that he's on the other side?
When he goes to that place,
when
he goes to that room where he has all those stuffed women. Man, human bones are so hard to saw through, aren't they?
So it's just like the cell, then.
Are you making steak?
No, he's not. He's finishing her latest victim.
I know.
well, she wants some steak of dead people.
No, I'm good.
Do you want a steak for a vampire's
All
heart?
right, now it's probably the best time. I think this is where I actually started. Yeah, he's gonna sit down there and gonna watch some TV there. So I fixed this.
So basically, it's a fusion of Norbin.
So listen here.
I've been anxious to see you all again. Morning, Mary. Oh, I know. I missed you too, Sarah. Judith, don't be jealous. I love you just
This
as much
is
as
weird.
Well, that's the point.
Siri, have you ever heard of this fetish before?
Yes, I have.
Well, she has seen quite a few horror movies, so I'm guessing she probably saw one that's at least has something similar to this.
Oh, wow, a genre in which I am not the biggest expert on here.
Well, me neither, Joe.
Me neither. Comedy. That's my avenue as well.
Well, Dibs, it's the same thing for. Oh, there you go. As you can see, I literally got. The police literally came just in time, right before he went to check the bed where I was. I literally escaped in the nick of time.
So you really do just have to hold it.
If the police one more second, if the police took in one more second to arrive, I would have screwed over the scenario and had to start all over so I could get the specific ending I was looking for.
So it's literally a matter of you having to hold the buttons the entire time.
I could have run away, but I wanted you guys to see this shot of her. I don't get why. I don't get why she's like. I don't get why she's so distraught. I mean, you're fine, girlie.
Well, to be fair, she did just see, a whole room full of,
I guess, yeah.
Stuffed
dead people.
Yeah.
Although I think I get why you're asking that question, because this has little to nothing to do with the actual plot.
The End of Anguish.
End of Anguish.
Our journalist Madison Page risked her own life to investigate a dangerous serial killer who stuffed his victims after killing them. She was trapped in the killer's house as he returned home after she broke window in search of evidence. Fortunately for her, she alerted the police and owes her life to their timely intervention. Timely is putting it mildly. Because like I said, they literally came in just in the nick of time right before he found me.
Oh, Oh, Pedro, look at that. Oh, dang, missed it again. The top left picture with it.
So yeah, only one more ending left to see, in the middle of the horror. Which is basically the same as the end of Anguish, except this time I didn't call the police. I have to actually escape the house on my own.
This should be interesting.
Alright. So this time, I'm actually going to try to escape, instead of holding forever.
Mano.
We can actually see you at all in this part?
No. In order to get this last ending, I have to manage to escape without him noticing me.
My walking is just as awkward as everyone else's.
Which means I have to walk really slowly because the floorboards creak. So basically, we're going full Metal Gear here, where you have to walk slowly, otherwise the noise will alert the guard. This was a lot more fun in Metal Gear, though. See, and the problem is that because the controls are so bad, I'm literally hinging away very slowly and paranoid-like because I'm afraid to screw up.
How much do you know about they'd say that was intentional?
Yeah, intentionally making your controls bad. Ugh.
Who was opening my door?
Yeah, he didn't. He listened to the floorboards creak, but he didn't listen to the door opening.
We're outside already.
Okay, so
that was easy.
Are we, or are we in a basement?
Right now we're in his tool shed.
Now just have to lift the garage door so we won't hear that.
Yeah, apparently he won't hear this.
No, don't turn the garage door open. Come on, even I would be able to hear something like that.
Sorry, Jova.
Oh yeah, and don't turn on your motorcycle while he's outside.
Good thing she didn't stall when she got outside like some people would do.
And so the taxidermist continued his evil deeds.
Yep.
Oh, so you don't call the police after you leave?
In the middle of the horror, let's see, Shiroi. In the middle of the horror, our reporter Madison Page managed to sneak into the house of a serial killer who stuffed his... we know. The man who was arrested at his house this morning without putting up any resistance. So yeah, this time it was at...
Okay, Pedro. Look at the top left photo. That looks a lot like Naked Snake's salute if you just crane your neck a bit.
You're right. It does look a bit like it. Well, actually, no, Jova. The patch is in the wrong eye.
Well, you know what I mean, though. I mean, it's...
So yeah, that was the Heavy Rain Chronicles, the taxidermist. Final thoughts, guys.
Yeah, you're right, Leland White.
Sure, final thoughts, Shiroi.
Apart from the controls, that actually wasn't too terrible.
Yeah, I mean, it was interesting.
It was interesting enough. I don't think it would be much fun to play, but...
Yeah, if anything, the main issue I have with this is like, well, there's almost no connection to the plot. But honestly, at this point, I don't really find that a bad thing. Yeah, controls can be a bit stiff, but hey, like the main game, it gives a lot of different outcomes too. So it's giving what
there
it
could have been more stories, like because this is the only one, I assume, for for the characters. There could have been more for other characters. It would make sense with the word Chronicles, but apart from that, no, I'm okay with this.
All right, good.
Yeah.
I honestly thought this one was a bit boring, honestly.
Yeah, I agree. Go ahead, Jova.
Alright, then, well, yeah, I had enough fun with it as need be. I mean, yeah, it's pretty much like the main game itself. I mean, aside from the controls, I don't really find anything wrong with it. It delivers, and it's an interesting concept. Despite it kind of being done before.
Well, Liz, look at the bright side. You have this game to thank for the existence of Life is Strange.
I guess.
Because it was this was the game that inspired Telltale and Dalrod to make to make the games that they're making right now. So
Yeah. I mean,
to be fair,
this
this game paved the way for better things.
Not only that, but I'll give it this: it's a much better DLC than Beyond Two Souls' DLC.
So yeah, that was the Heavy Rain Chronicles, and now it said the thing in the bonus, but I've already shown the concept art.
Don't you mean Heavy Rain Chronicle?
Yeah. All right. So that was Heavy Rain Chronicles, everybody. We're officially done with David Cage until Detroit comes out. Okay. Little message to Quantic Dream, Mr. Cage. It's time. Give me that Indigo Prophecy successor. I've been winning it for 11 years now.
Tara?
Yeah, Detroit.
Please?
Yeah, no, honestly, Joe, I don't trust David Cage to be able to actually make a full-blown game that actually is properly written, at least not anymore. So
that was Shuri who asked that last question, but by all means, I share the sentiment.
Yeah.
But
basically,
yeah.
Tell me, Shiroi, wouldn't you like to see a true spiritual successor to the madness of Fahrenheit?
I would actually.
We already got them Beyond Two Souls, if you ask me.
Yeah. Beyond Two Souls was on the right track, but it didn't quite reach that amazing level of madness with the DBZ fights and the old lady suddenly becoming a fucking cybernetic thing.
Maybe we will get that with Project Detroit.
And of course, Shiro's also favorite David Cage moment, the giant ticks. It basically does. Go back to our Indigo Prophecy playthrough. Shiro is the one who is the most annoyed at the giant ticks.
Wait, I thought that was me who was most annoyed at the giant ticks.
No, Shiro was literally going, well, that's random. What? What are these things and where did they come from?
Oh yeah, you're right.
All right, everybody. See ya everybody for Detroit Become Human.
I wonder if Detroit will be as batshit insane.
AKA.
I hope it's at least good because it's based off of David Cage's one good idea from what I've seen.
Jova.
Did you see the first page of that script?
Yeah.
Yes, I read it.
Oh, come on, Dwebs. That beautiful David Cage dialogue.
There's your humanity.
Love it. All right.
Before we all die of laughter.
See ya, everybody.
See ya.
See ya.